Sometimes what's cool is sometimes people comment in the chat, and they'll say useful things like, don't do this, moron, because X, and it's often correct. Okay, thinks it's online.
So why can't you close that browser tab?
I don't know if I can. Can I? Maybe you can. I just want to check that it's like live now,
Okay.
If I right like test here. Test. Offline? Why offline? Unless this is maybe just the 30-second delay thing. Maybe I should hit play. Doopy-doo. Anyway, let's go to play lobby. So,
phantom event. Something came up on your thing on the upper and lower right of your screen up there.
Drop frames there.
Oh, so
that's complaining. Okay. Why is it only showing?
Are you on limited tournaments? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Offline? Why offline? Okay, great. So maybe I can close this now and just have chat. Okay. Oh, I see. Maybe because I've got my results. This is really confusing. Can I make this window bigger? Hello. Under this deck, it's got so foobarred. Okay, Legacy Swiss. Here we go. So we want Phantom Draft because we're scrubs, and it's going to be single elimination. It's really scary. And then we want the Magic Online shortcuts too. To remember.
Your draft has started.
Okay.
It does the sound. It does the pack opening sound.
So there's Geist of Saint Traft, which is a super great aggro deck. It's really great, but it's a double color. But a lot of decks just fold to it. There's Nissa as a planeswalker.
She's all right.
Shriekmaw's not bad. Moloku's not bad. What is this? I've never seen this guy. 5/4 at the beginning of combat. Total 8. Meh. That seems meh.
Yeah, it's very meh.
And then there's Isomro for white. I think a Geist is the best card here. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Fleece Mane's not bad either. It's another reasonable aggro card, but I don't think I think it's outclassed by Geist here.
Yeah, I would agree. What's the Meglu Clouded Mirror guy?
It's a good control card. It's 2/4 makes dudes. What's Banefire? 5 or more can't be. Yeah, I think Geist. Now this is going to be won't force us, but it'll indicate into sort of white blue tempo, which is a fine archetype.
Although Dissolve.
No, there's better than Dissolve. So, Armageddon is great in that kind of deck. Normally, Armageddon actually wheels, despite it being a super powerful card, just because not a lot of people play white. There's also Delver of Secrets, a very strong, blue aggro card, but you need to have good library manipulation to be able to transform reliably.
If you want to scry or whatever before you do that.
There's also Cloud Goat, which is good but kind of higher range. Winter Orb also has a good, aggro effect, kind of similar to Armageddon, I'd say. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we should go for Orb and Wheel Armageddon, although I don't know if we can guarantee either wheeling. Otherwise, probably the best card is just Tropical Island or Badlands here.
Yeah. I don't know. Armageddon's good, right?
Armageddon is good. They're both very similar. I kind of want to take Winter Orb just because I think it's less. Armageddon is more likely to wheel, and Winter Orb is cheaper.
Right, but Winter Orb applies to both.
Yeah,
players.
It does. But so does Armageddon.
yeah, this is true.
Well, there's Hollowed Fountain here. Plains and Island. That's exactly what we want in this kind of deck.
It's Old Man of the Sea.
There is Old Man, which some people hate him, but I think he can be really good. He can take like elves and stuff like that. Otherwise, let's see if we're seeing signals for other colors. There's Council's Judgment, which is a wonderful removal card. It's really great because it's untargeted. And then there's Ranger of Eos. To get dudes, but I think in this kind of deck, you want consistency, and Hollowed Fountain, I like to pick, high quality fixing highly.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't think the Geese is like necessarily a card that you're gonna build around, right? Like you're only two cards in.
True, but it's also, but fixing is also very flexible, right? It's too.
Sure, but you might not even be playing blue-white colors.
I might not. I mean, otherwise I don't really. I'm not in love with these.
Yeah, I don't think.
Dudes. I'm not. There's nothing else that's screaming, for me to pick, right?
Okay, fair.
Now, what does this guy do? So, if he and 2 other creatures attacked, he transforms.
He doesn't have a great super ability, but
He's indestructible.
He can force you to attack him. He can become an indestructible creature.
Okay, I'll reserve while we read other cards. So there's Dig Through Time is strong. Whew. I like Dig Through Time.
For 8?
Yeah, it's Delve, though, so it can be for 2. It can be...
Oh, I see, because you can exile cards from you.
There's Fiend Hunter, which is a perfectly reasonable but not exciting dude. Otherwise, Arbor Elf is very strong. Mishra's Factory is very strong in these kind of decks, and I love Hymn to Torak, but it is double black and very intensive. I like that. I think it's Kytheon and Dig Through Time, and I think Dig Through Time is just kind of to your point. It's more flexible and good in everything, whereas Kytheon is more like
it's aggro.
We have to be aggro,
yeah, right.
And I'd like to see if we wheel that on again. Okay, I love this guy, but we're not playing him. But if he's great. Force Spike is a card I really like. Doesn't get a lot of respect, but it's great in aggro, right? Ooh, there's also Unexpectedly Absent. I really like this card because essentially for 2 mana, you put something back on top of the library, which is very mana efficient. So if whatever you do is 2 mana or more,
well, especially for white,
yeah, right? For white, right? So I think it's between Absent and Force Spike, and I think Absent is always good, whereas Force Spike is situationally good.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, none of these green cards are amazing. The black is crap, and this is just a shitty white card. So, there's also Boros Reckoner, but I like the Absent. And it clears the way for Geist, right? For Geist is the kind of thing where you want to get rid of people's shit and attack, and Absent does exactly that. You want to be bouncing stuff, hitting them and killing them. Okay. Well, there's Repeal, which is exactly what we're talking about, and it's one of the best bounce cards because you draw a card. There's this Harbinger of the Tides, which does a similar thing, right?
I like that guy.
I think he's more likely to wheel. Yeah. Green Wrath. Sun is good. I like that. And there is Wrath, but Wrath is more in the control deck rather than the. Right. So I think it's between Repeal, Sun Titan, and Harbinger, and. I like Sun Titan, but you have to keep your curve low in this kind of deck.
Yeah, I agree. That's for 6.
And I think this guy's more likely to wheel. So
okay, fair.
Because this guy's good in everything, right? So okay, let's take Repeal. And we want to sort by cost. Oh, Breemaz is great. He's an arm. He just makes dudes.
I like him for 3, 4.
For 3, a 3/4 and makes dudes. I really like him. Is there anything else remotely? We're not playing this. None of these excite. I think this is just the best card, period, in the pack, and it happens to be in our colors. So it's not even like, we're taking it for aggro. It's the best card, and it is what we're doing.
Possibly. What was underneath it?
There's Prophetic Bolt, which is a strong but expensive card.
I see. Yeah, 5.
I think. Yeah. Let's take Breemaz. Okay. I think we're being fed the white blue aggro deck here. Well, there's 2 picks. There's Mutavault. These kind of man lands are really great in aggro because they're land in the attack. And there's also Journey to Nowhere, which is another kind of exile, get stuff out of the way.
But we had a creature that was like Journey to Nowhere, right? But it was creature instead of an enchantment.
But these are really strong, and it's low. It's it's tough between these two. but I want to take the journey because, again, clears the way for Geist. And also, if you're playing double, the Mutavault type thing is better in a mono, like mono white, where you're not being punished, in the dual land.
Sure.
Okay, so we got Isamaru, and normally, he's a 2/2 for 1. That's fine. Moloku's a bit expensive, I think. And otherwise, there'd be Fleecemane Lion, which is a possible splash. But I think, you need the kind of 1-drops in these kind of decks to be scary. I do like Fleecemane Lion, 3/3 for 2 and can become a giant problem.
Yeah, but you got to think he's a 3/3 for 2, basically, right?
Yeah, and a 2/2 for 1 is just more mana efficient.
Yeah, I agree. And Armageddon didn't come back.
Didn't it?
No.
Okay,
this was
the Armageddon.
Or no, was it? Because we didn't see it.
I thought it was the next pack. Yeah, it came back.
Okay, it came back. All
so
right.
That's what I thought, So I think with Raynor Orb and Armageddon, we effectively have our 2 Armageddon. So I'm willing to commit pretty strong to this aggro deck.
Right.
So let's use this thinking time to decide. I think what we're really looking for is cheap creatures.
Well, what about Delver's Secrets?
Yeah, but the Armageddon is such a power. This is really the only way that we can beat the decks that are just going to out mana us.
So you're basically saying that you're going to play your 3-drop creatures
and then Armageddon. Yeah. So there's Ranger of Eos, which is you get 2 Isamarus or stuff. Otherwise there's Eternal Dragon, but this is just super
expensive.
slow.
Yeah.
Is this? Let me just reserve.
Oh, we didn't take Fleecemane Lion, so we're not yet thinking even about splashing green.
No,
so,
Rexage is okay. So none of the. I think
Basilisk's Collar.
Yeah, we can just reserve it to the sideboard. I don't really see playing it, honestly, but.
But none of the other
Are we
stuff.
playing anything?
Unless you want to take him to Torak from someone else.
No, I don't. I don't believe counter drafting is a plus EV strategy. Bone Splitter, on the other hand, is perfectly fine, right? It's equipment, makes our stuff bigger. We equip this on our Geist or our Isamaru. It's cheap. That's exactly what we're looking for at this stage. Why is nothing in our sideboard? And here, I think we're more likely to play this. We might get a red splash and clear stuff.
Okay.
And this guy, I've won games with this guy against mono black. He could be a real big problem to 8/8 pro black. Okay. Wow. Elspeth Sun's Champion. Now 6 mana, but it's an I win card. Put 3/3 soldiers as a +1. Have you seen this? It's absolutely a crushing planeswalker. It is high end for what we're trying to play, but I'm going to reserve it because it's so powerful.
Well, what about the priest?
What priest?
Banisher priest right underneath the Sun's Champion.
Yeah, that's the same as the other guy. Yeah, it's okay. It's exile a creature. It's not as crushing as Elspeth. I think the other one I like is Lightning Helix here if we were playing red. And then
Careful Study's nice.
Yeah, but it's not actual card advantage. It's actual card disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It's between the priest and Elspeth. What does Thassa do? Devotion of blue is less than 5. So this is a devotion card, so it's going to be better in a mono blue deck.
But even for 3 mana, even beginning of your upkeep,
but it's not a creature. Yeah, that's a kind of crappy.
With target creature, what's the other effect? Target creature gets can't be blocked.
I think Elspeth is just so good.
Okay, I don't see how we're going to be able to play her, but
pray.
Yeah, I guess. I think the priest. Well,
yeah, you might. Okay. So there's Liliana Vest. She's a strong. There's Rashadan Port is a very strong card in this kind of deck.
There's also
Flipper Wisp is really good. There's what?
There's a
Looter.
Chroma's
Vengeance. Yeah, but so
that means mana fixing.
I like Flicker Wisp, 3/1 flying with effect. I like Looter. And what does this do? Instant and sorcery lifelink. The next time you cast an instant or sorcery from your hand. Okay. I think I like the Flicker Wisp better than this. This would be so my lightning bolts can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder. Oh, there's Dragon Lord Ataka, great finisher in those colors, and Woodfall Primus is a very strong green card. I like Port. Do we have enough? But we kind of need creatures too, you know. Port might wheel. It might not.
Yeah, I mean we only have 3 creatures right now, right?
But yeah, I think Flicker of Wisp is just strong, and it's exactly the kind of, you know. Ooh, some white. Okay, great stuff. Wow. Okay, Spectral Possession, really good card. 3/1/1s. There's Archangel of Thune, which is higher end. You know, whenever you gain life, all your creatures get bigger. But it's sort of, do we want to go for aggro white or mid-range white?
What about the Ifrit? Yeah.
The Ifrit, yeah, Ifrit's okay. 3/4. I think the it hurts you. I think Spectral Possession is better, although it is more color intensive. And there's O-Ring, which is just a universally great answer. Planeswalkers.
Anything. Enchantments.
I kind of want to take O-Ring and see if we can wheel, you know, the Angel, the Freet, or the Spectral. There's also Future Sight, but that's a control card. Yeah, O-Ring is so good. And, you know, this kind of deck has problems with stuff like Planeswalkers. And this is one of the only ways that a deck like this can deal with it. I think we need the O-Ring. Yeah.
Okay.
I really like Spectral. I hope someone else isn't drafting white, but since Spectral's so white intensive. Oh, hello. Yes, we're watching chat. Thank you, NP Spartan. We are watching, and we will. Okay, so there's Wake Thrasher. God, there's Ugin. I love this card. This is so good. I think it's too high for what we want, but how can we pass this? It's such a
it's been passed. It's been passed 3 times.
Yeah, Bitter Blossom is a card that's worth splashing for. It's so strong.
Yeah, that's.
And then there's Dictate of Heliod, which can be a crushingly winning card too. Man, we've got some good choices here. And then what does this guy do? 3/2, not bad. When he dies, you put guys. I think it's between Hallowed Spirit Keeper and Dictate of Heliod.
I think Dictate of Heliod. Although
it's
we need more. We need more.
No, but it's a it's a combo with our Brimaz though that makes tokens, and it's a combo with our Elspeth.
Yeah.
I think we want Dictate because we kind of have a token theme, and you know it's really good with that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be playing Armageddon then in Winter Orb. I mean, we're starting to get a lot of like.
We'll see, right? Okay, there's Sorin. So there's Mana Tithe here, which that's the same as Force Spike that we looked at.
Yep.
And then there's Core Skyfisher.
Something you own. So
something you own.
If it's coming to play effects or something.
Yeah, but that, you know, we do have some cheap stuff like Bone Splitter or Isamaru that's not the worst.
I haven't seen Pact of Negation.
Oh, Pact of Negation, yeah. Yeah, not the worst. That can actually be pretty good for, you know, just like prevent them from doing something and then Alpha Strike. But I kind of prefer Mana Tithe. I think it's between Core Skyfisher and Mana Tithe, and we really need creatures. We only have 5 creatures.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think on paper I prefer Mana Tithe, but hello NP Spartan. Yes, thank you. We're a bit new. We haven't streamed too much, and we're listening to what you're saying. And my friend Mon Chow is going to be looking more at the chat than me. But okay, so there's I really like Legacy's Allure. It is a bit mana intensive, but you know, gaining control of stuff is exactly what we want to do in this kind of thing. There's also Precinct Captain. What is this guy? Whenever he deals damage to a player, put a soldier into because we have Dictate, right?
Yeah.
So this goes with the token theme. It also goes with our bounce theme. You know, we're bouncing stuff, and it makes this better. Right.
So what is the legacy thing? What's the second thing? Sacrifice.
Basically, so it grows every turn, and then you can take stuff. It's a great card, but I think the captain. You know, again, we're low on creatures. We need creatures. Okay. Yeah. I like it. Wow, Tundra. I think it's going to be real. I'm just going to reserve this right away because it's going to be really hard not to take Tundra. It's so strong. Otherwise, thank you, Mr. Sprinkle STV. Otherwise, there's Porcelain Legionnaire, which is awesome, right? It's 2 mana for a 3/1 first strike.
Yep.
But
there's the Angel.
Yeah, an Angel's strong, but the thing is, Tundra is a card we are guaranteed to play no matter what.
Yeah, fair.
You know, and it's the best multi-land.
Okay. I mean, I don't have
I just don't see, like, these other cards are replaceable. You know, there's an Archangel Thulin, there's Porcelain's really good. It's one of the best cards we can get a deck like this, but Tundra is amazing, you know. Wow. Okay, 2 amazing picks. There's Condemn, which is a really great 1-mana removal. And then there's Hero of Bladehold, which a lot of decks just fold to. You play, and it makes tokens, so it goes well with the Dictate. And if you can put this guy on turn 5, this is where I wish we had a little bit of acceleration, like a Mox Diamond. But you play this guy, and he's a must answer, right? And he helps with the token theme because he has Battle Cry, so everything grows. So there's also, as a third pick, Hall of Triumph. But there's other Anthem effects, and there's only 1 Hero of Bladehold. Thanks, Mr. Spartan. Follow us. Okay, so here's the Banisher Priest again that you were talking about, which I think is a fine pick. And I'm going to reserve it right away. So it gets rid of stuff. It's exactly what we want to clear the way for Hero, for Geist. There's Thassa here, but I think Thassa just doesn't do enough. When we don't have the Devotion, right? I mean, the only permanent we have with blue is Geist.
Yeah.
So I think it's Banisher Priest.
Fair enough. I mean, I mean, it's a creature. We need creatures.
Yep. I'm going to put these 2 lands just in our sideboard just to make it easy to see what we have. Well, the Port and the Soulfire came back. I'm tempted to take Port here just because it's crippling to the other side, when we're on when we're aggro, right? And
I guess
I don't see this guy doesn't make.
I guess we're not really playing control for a Chroma.
We're not playing this, and this is great. You have a lot of cards that get decks that get aggressive with their mana, and Port can Okay, let me put it in the sideboard here. Well, we got the Archangel Thune and the Spectral Procession. Wow. I like Archangel, but I think for our curve, what we want is Spectral Procession. Yeah. It's an amazing card.
Because it's for 3.
Yeah, it's for 3. We're light blue splash here, so I think there's going to be no problem playing it. I'm liking the way this deck is. Oh, great. And I think no one is playing white. There's Wake Thrasher can also be very strong. He can just get really big. But I think the Spirit Keeper gives us a little more resilience because if he dies,
Wait, is Wake Thrasher non-land permanent or any permanent?
It's any permanent.
Wow.
So yeah, he can get really big really fast. But this guy is resilient to removal, and I think that's going to be our weakness. Wow, and Mana Tithe.
Okay, we're just going to take it.
Yeah, this is awesome. I think this deck is coming out just about as well as I could imagine a Geist deck coming out. It's funny, I was actually imagining today, I was doing a hypothetical draft in my head with you. I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to have a build around Geist? And we got, oh my god, and last big Porcelain Legionnaire. This is awesome.
You got to move Demonic Pack over, though.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Porcelain Legionnaire, super strong. Super strong. Okay. So we've got Crusade, which will definitely wheel, so we don't need to waste a pick on this.
Okay.
Now there's this Divinity of Pride. What does he do? He's a 5 mana for a 4/4 flying lifelink. Okay, but a bit expensive. There's a Quarter Paladin, which I really like. This is 2 mana for 3/1 Battle Cry. This is one I'm tempted by.
Brainstorm.
And there's also Brainstorm and Muldrifter. So I think it's between Brainstorm, Muldrifter, and a Quarter Paladin. And I'm opening up the floor if you have any. Otherwise, the best card here I would say would be Rofellos. What is this? This guy is saying Great Commander. Who's he saying? Great.
Probably Paladin or
But yeah, the Rofellos is outstanding card, but we're not playing that.
Yeah,
so I think these three.
I think Brainstorm. The thing.
So Brainstorm really shines if you have the fetch lands to shuffle your library, but we don't have any shuffle effects, so that makes it less good. The Battle Cry effect works with all of our tokens, our Brymass tokens, and we're still at only 11 creatures, but God, Muldrifter is such a good card. But I think, or maybe, I'm gonna. I can't believe I'm passing Muldrifter, but I think we need the 2-drops. We need a little. Wow! Oh my God! This is the look. Oh my God! Okay, there's Ravages of War. There's Thalia, and there's Opposition. Which is an outstanding I-Win card. Oh
well, especially with tokens, man. You have to take Opposition. There's no way you can pass that up.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, Mr. Sprinkler, you're right. You can't pass a Muldrifter. God, opposition is such.
I mean, it plays to your tokens, right? You tap your tokens to tap their shit.
It's double blue, so it's a little less splashable, but it's such a powerful. Otherwise, there's Snapcaster Mage, which is also an extremely strong card, but we don't have that many instants to do it for. Man, I want to take Opposition and Ravages and Thalia.
Thalia's good.
I think Thalia is going to wheel, and I'm okay with not getting Ravages since we already have Winter Orb, and
we're not going to play the land destruction stuff.
I think we should play Opposition. It's a great.
I agree.
Yeah, it's such a good.
I mean, we have too much stuff that's expensive now. That's
and it gives us a late game, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we have
ground
we're
stall.
all in.
Yeah, ground stall, and then Opposition. Yeah.
And, Opposition Elspeth is just I win. All right, so couple good picks here. There's Elspeth Tyrell. She's kind of one of the most meh version of Elspeth at 5 mana and not an amazing ability.
Yeah.
There's Worn Power Stone, which I really love, but it's a bit slow in this kind of deck. And then there's Riftwing, which is basically a 2 mana 2/2 that bounces in 3 turns.
Wait, no, it comes into play in 3 turns. That doesn't bounce.
But when it comes into play, it bounces something.
Oh, it bounces.
I kind of want to go for. Man, I almost never pass cards like Worn Power Stone if I'm trying to ramp up to stuff, but
it's too much mana for.
I think it's too clunky. I think on turn 3 we're not playing. We're playing one of these.
Exactly.
So I think it's Elspeth and Riftwing, and I want to go with the cheaper. Keep the curve low.
Yeah.
This Elspeth doesn't blow me away.
Exactly.
I keep seeing Mr. Sprinkler's comment. Don't pass a Muldrifter, and he's right. Wow. Okay, so. Gaia's Cradle, which I love. Some good picks here. There's Flooded Strand, which will fetch both of our lands, so that's amazing. There's Chrome Mox for acceleration, which. Whoa! Why is our timer 0? Are we
crap! I don't know.
I hope we're not like.
We missed the Crusader too.
And there's Crusader.
I don't know why our timer is 0.
Yeah, I hope we're not. It'd be really unfortunate if we're
disconnected or something.
Yeah, let's.
Man, I would take Crusader.
We're not disconnected. So if there is a server lag, then we can actually. I filed for reimbursement before, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Crusaders can be really strong, but I think the Mox, though, the acceleration in the Mox is really what we're looking for here, right?
Is it? I don't know.
I think we're lagged. Unfortunately, I think there's a server issue here. I don't know if guys.
Okay, here we go.
What happened? We got them. Okay,
we got the Mox.
That's fine. That's fine. So what do we have here? Secure the Waste, more longer term. There's a Gitaxian Probe, which is actually just great in terms of it basically makes our deck 39 instead of 40 cards. Thanks, Mr. Sprinkle. There's also Cyclonic Rift, which is one of the best bounce spells, and the Overload is game-winning.
Yeah. I think Secure the Waste.
Don't love Secure the Waste. I feel it's so clunky, and we have better tokens. Yeah, I don't know. Just
maybe we have enough
token for 4. Yeah,
maybe we have enough. Yeah.
If anything, to me, it's between Seeker of the Way.
So we don't have enough. We're all creatures here, right? So Seeker of the Way, I don't think.
He's okay.
Yeah,
I think Cyclonic Rift is a more powerful effect.
Fair. I mean,
especially if someone's
we kind of went away from the bounces, right? Because like a lot of our, so
all right here. So Talrand, a bit high on the curve than what we want. Stroke of Genius, I think too slow.
Flying
are we playing Sublime? Are we playing Ajani? God, Ajani is so mediocre.
Yeah, I don't think so.
God, he is really weak sauce. But
Stroke of Genius seems terrible, actually.
It's a good card if you're... man, okay.
I think you have to pick Talrand at this point.
No, I don't like Talrand. We don't have enough... no, I don't like Talrand. I think, if anything, Ajani, just because Planeswalker, and even though he's mediocre, he's at least +1/+1 on our creatures, so he interacts with tokens. God, Cryptic. How is Cryptic so late? This is one of the top blue cards.
It's three.
But we
blue,
can't.
though.
Yeah, we can't. But is there anything else we're playing?
No. So
I might just take Cryptic so people don't play it against. I mean, we're not playing against anything else here.
Right.
We're not playing any of these cards. If anything, we could maybe splash for Garruk if we had the fixing. I'm just going to take the Cryptic just to not let someone else have it. I don't see anything else that's even close here. Yep. Okay. I can't believe I'm taking Cryptic and not main decking it. Ooh, okay. So what is it? I've never seen this guy before. Hidden Dragon Slayer?
Megamorph.
When he's turned face up... Oh, that's not bad. So I can morph him, and then he turns into... Yeah, okay. That's not the worst. He's a dude. And here's... So we've got two dudes.
He's a dude with removal.
Dude with removal. Yeah. And this is dude with removal on artifacts and enchantments. So I kind of want to go with this just because it's easier on the mana.
Yep.
And it has like more flexibility. Although we're totally...
Well, no, it's power 4 or greater, so it has less flexibility.
But I mean, just in terms of the mana. It's not double white.
Right.
It's easier to cast.
Yeah. Oh, and that's artifacts or enchantments anyway, so it doesn't deal with creatures.
So we got the Crusade back. I think we're playing it.
Yeah, we got.
I mean, that's just great. Yep. And as I thought, so Thalia or Ravages.
You gotta play Thalia, right?
I'm thinking we're taking Ravages actually because this deck we're gonna win by playing like 2-3 guys and then either Winter Orb or Ravages. And having 3 of them, like, guarantees that we get one of them. We have other...
I disagree with that.
You disagree?
Yeah.
I think we have enough...
I think Thalia is strong because it, like...
She's strong, but it affects us too, you know?
Yeah, but we don't have any non-creature spells, essentially.
Well, now we're taking Elspeth.
Yeah.
And I suppose we're taking Angelic Destiny. What does this even do? Sure. Okay.
Yeah, for 4.
We don't want to play against Rift Bolt, I think. And we don't want to play against this, I guess. Okay, no one's playing red. Red got nerfed so hard, no one's playing it anymore. Well, I really like the way this deck came out. We're gonna have a lot of flexibility in how to build this. So let's start with the things we are playing for sure.
Well, you got to put your lands back in too at some point.
Yeah. Right. So
Chrome Box is not guaranteed.
Well, to me, let me start. To me, I'm playing Geist.
Okay. Yep.
So with Geist, I want cheap stuff, bounce, and removal.
Yep.
So I'm gonna keep Absent and Repeal. I'm gonna take out the Elspeth. I'm gonna keep Spectral.
Take that off.
I'm gonna take out just for now.
Right.
I'm gonna take out Opposition for now. Hero, yes. Johnny, take out for now. Yep. Ravages. Absolutely. Ranger, we don't even have the 1-drops for it, so that's out for good. So Geddon, yes. How did Doom Necromancer get in here?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's when we had like that lag spike, and maybe it gave us a random card. Hollowed Spirit Keeper. Okay, I said maybe. So, I like him, but maybe. Brimaz is a slam dunk yes.
Right, you missed Flicker. Okay.
Flicker Wisp.
That's bounce.
Is bounce.
Yep, bounce and
is it just creature? Another target creature.
Permanent. No, target permanent. That's good.
So that's exactly what I want.
Yep.
Banisher Priest, also what I want. O-Ring, also what I want. Legionnaire is just too good. It's one of the best 2-drops. Winter Orb is more of that. But also bounce.
Yeah.
Precinct Captain is more tokens. Crusade is an anthem. I think we want that. Core Skyfish I'm not sold on because, you have to bounce something of your own. Journey to Nowhere is exactly what we want. Hidden Dragon Slayer is a maybe, so I'll put him out here. A Quarter Paladin is outstanding. He's basically Porcelain Legionnaire, but better.
Yep.
I'm not sure about Bone Splitter. And I'm not sure about Mana Tithe.
I agree.
And I'm sure... Okay, so...
Wait, why are you keeping Chrome Mox?
Yes. Absolutely. Because this accelerates... this accelerates...
But you accelerate to what? To 3?
Yeah. Yeah. Turn 2 Brimaz, right? Turn 2 Geist. Turn 3 Ravages. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so really, so here we'd be playing Cyclonic Rift, Geist, and Repeal. And so the Mox counts, I kind of can count this as a land, so I'm just going to put it here for now. So
basically looking at, what, 5 cards?
So this gives us 4 cards to play with. If anyone has NP 60 card. Okay, I'm wondering if anyone in chat has a recommendation. So in terms of raw power, Opposition and Elspeth are, I think, the two just most powerful cards.
Well, I think you have to put Opposition back in. I mean, we know we're playing blue anyway. And we have those 2 blue, those 2 plain islands. So I think Opposition goes in.
Do we have enough tokens? Does it though? Is it better than a creature? Is it better than like an Elspeth? Or do we side? I can also see just siding in Opposition. Like Opposition's not going to be great against another aggro deck. It'll be great against like a control deck, right?
Yeah,
or
fair.
Like so.
I mean, well, let's look at our.
Let's take our candidates.
So there's one token creator here, right? There's one
token creator here, 2, token creator 2.
3. No, yeah. I guess that's not really because it goes.
Yeah, because it comes tapped and attacking. Right. So 3 for the Brimaz. So just 3, right? And then Precinct Captain 4.
4. Right.
So 4.
And if we bring Elspeth back, that's 5.
So I'm just going to take the candidate super powerful cards. So there's, oops, where did it go? Elspeth. Oh, I can't put it in my own.
Well, you have to redo your sort. Right?
Okay, I can put it down here. So Elspeth is a candidate. Manatite is a candidate. Opposition is a candidate. Dig Through Time is a candidate. I think Dictate is a candidate. It's a bit expensive, but it's with with
flash
and with the tokens. So
I mean, the thing is, if we're really doing destroy lands, right? Dictate is, I mean, you have to assume you're never going to play it, right?
No, you can dictate end of their turn, right? Because it's an instant, and then untap and then Armageddon.
I suppose.
So, I think this is a candidate too, but he's not quite as powerful. And then, so, I think these, and the Elspeth, I don't like Elspeth here, I don't like Green, I'll put them over here. So I think these are our candidate cards, right? You gotta get, Opposition, I'd like to sideboard Opposition, I think, side into it if we want it, because of the mana requirements. It's really hard for me not to play Elspeth.
For 6.
So, for 6.
With destroy lands, and 3 destroy lands in hand, all your creatures cost basically 3 or less, and you're going to...
But she's one of the best 6 mana...
Right, but you're never going to get to 6, and neither are they, right?
Any ramp you have is useful. Yeah. There's... True. There's
Manatide plays with the destroy lands because you get rid of their lands, they're mana constrained. Yeah. So I think that's fine, and I think you play that.
This is cheap with Delve. But yeah, maybe a bit slow.
Yeah.
And it's also double blue.
Yeah.
So this is 23.
Right, and you're playing 24 cards, right?
We're playing, and then we add the Chrome Mox, which counts as a land. So this in 16 lands is a strong contender, I think. Right?
Oh, this number includes those down there.
This isn't a bad build.
Yeah, I don't know about Elspeth.
Man. You don't know? Oh, God, but you've never seen how powerful she is.
Yeah, but you're never going to play her. You're never going to get to her. I mean, if you last till 6 mana, what are you doing if you're alive at 6 mana, man? I mean...
Okay, well, what are you playing instead of? What do you propose instead of?
I don't know, another creature, right? Play the Dragon Slayer removal dude to deal with their big creatures or something.
Okay, I can't do it. We're running low on time. Okay. I just can't. Okay. I'm gonna Port. We're playing Fountain and Tundra. What happened to that other land? That I guess did we take something else instead of it? There was the fetch land.
Yeah, we didn't take that.
Maybe we got the stupid doomed necromancer. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what it suggests here. So it's suggesting 11 plains and 2 islands.
That's fine.
Which is probably fine, right?
Yeah, I would say, though, if we splash in opposition, though, we have to...
If we splash in, we need more.
Yeah.
But this is 4 blue sources for 3 cards. Yeah, that's not the worst. Maybe I'll take 1 plains out and add 1 more island, just because I want that turn 3 Geist. And we have reasonable usage for colorless.
I think you added an extra plains, actually. Also, when you added that island.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, because now you're at 40.
Great. Now I have 5. Yeah. Okay. I like... Okay. And we can use the remaining time to think. So if we want to go down... NP Spartan thinks another creature is better than Elspeth. Oh my god, you guys are killing me. How can I not play with Elspeth? She's the Sun's champion, bros.
And it's not your deck, though.
Okay, you're probably right. God damn it. God damn Mongolian. God, I can't not play with Elspeth. You're right, though. You're right. Fuck. Okay, I'll side her in. I'll side her in against like a dirt if I need to like.
You'll side her in like every round. You're like, she's getting sided.
God, for a fucking